as part of NELG Natural Cooling Group, we came with another activity where we do invest on the different types and categories of real estate investments, and the other details we are going to be going in detail now. So it's very simple: invest, earn, and reinvest. Come to a PPT. First, I will explain in brief about the concept, and then we'll go through the PPT. Okay. So first of all, the question is when it comes to the investment, the thing is about why diversity. We all know because most of us will be investing in the flats, open flats, apartments, and stock market investment and everything. We know what is diversity importance, and we do invest in FDs, gold, and other stuff. But when it comes to the investment and the real estate, we morely consider on the having a home, or maybe a villa, or maybe in a luxury apartment. After that, we go for the same apartment or some kind of stuff where we are missing an opportunity that we are going to discuss today. And why multiple types and categories, and what are the multiple types and categories we already mentioned, we discussed in our WhatsApp group. Those who fill the investment form, they're all part of that group. And third point is why as a group. I have a big ticket and I can pull multiple people from my family and we can invest as a single family. But why as a group? That also we'll discuss. And why commercial properties and why second home and why especially in Hyderabad. That also we're going to discuss. Now coming to we identified 10 potential places or 10 potential types and categories which will make sense for us, not only from the in terms of increasing our net worth or property from 1x to 2x or to 10x. So on what proportion and what combinations and where we invest is only matter and with whom it matters. So the first one is the farmlands, and second thing is the food processing. Third is the essential product supply chain that we call it as a NELG cooperative model. So those many of us are getting the products for natural and herbal and other products. This kind of Nature Choice brand we are having, and is based on the NELG cooperative model. And supermarkets and shopping malls, commercial spaces, farmhouse, farmstay, holiday resorts, schools, hospitals, herbal products, service apartment, convention centers, villa apartments, and gated communities. So mostly we will invest as a pre-launch phase, and then based on the situation and need, we may hold or we may exit with a profit. And coming to we are back. Just sharing it again. So on the screen, you see a link. If you're not part of that link, just visit there and mention your interest and other details. Yeah, you see the screen there. And so we invest in multiple stuff and then we stop reinvesting. Or maybe we invest and we don't get any secondary income, or we don't have any circular income, circular economy from that. So basically, the stuff here is what we identified or what we want to continue is the different locations with a diversified investment with a decent income. In this process, maybe we may have a single ticket, or we can pair it with the family members, or maybe the fractional investment with small checks as a group through a registered company. So suppose we identified a property and it may coming at as a 650 lakhs or 70 lakhs or maybe 1 crore. As a single individual, we can afford it. Maybe with a group of people, we can afford it. But though we have a 20 lakhs at least, and then is a very out of syllabus for us to invest in such a big things, because more bigger the investment, higher will be the returns. That is one category. And financial stability with a decent return on investment and peace of mind. When we individually invest as a single, everything is upon us, and we don't know what is the update or what is the news or when to exit or what is the insights and all the stuff. But when we invest as a group, we have a lot more data and the communication and contacts will be there. It will be helping us to when to exit or even at least for the resale point of view. I mean, most of us are aware what happened to Shamshabad area when the boom was there. Everybody invested and they took many open plots and all this stuff. But when it happened to be a resale, then they feel a lot of challenging because no market or the development is not happening properly and all kind of challenges are there. So in this group investment model, the risk is least and reward is the highest. And as I mentioned, we have 10 categories. And coming to why second home and why commercial properties, maybe a second home in a good gated community will comes at a cost of 1.2 cr to 1.4 cr if you take any branded or maybe high-rise community, high-rise apartments. But there will be getting a rental of above only 30,000 or 35 or max 40,000. When you compare the commercial properties, when you enter as a in a pre-launch phase, uh, maybe we'll be investing a 70 lakhs and then, but maybe we'll be getting a rental up to 70 to 90,000 per month. That too for 1,000 SFT unit. And why India and why not overseas? You see, because of the geopolitical issues, a lot of tension between America and China and Russia and Ukraine. India is emerging as a future leader in terms of economy, and is going to be like not trillions of dollars of economy. One, why Hyderabad versus why Bangalore? Bangalore is kind of a highly saturated and all the prices are at peak. Say maybe if I invest 1,000 rupees and we expect 100 rupees as a return or appreciation, there is only a 10%. But whereas in Hyderabad, we invest 500 rupees and then we get a 700 rupees as a return, it is going to be a huge margin. And within Hyderabad, why Kokapet or west side of Hyderabad? I'm sure you all aware of Kokapet. Government did action of the lands in the Kokapeta, the place called Neopolis. There, one bit is went up to 100 crores per acre kind of model, and many commercial places are coming. Many is a growth packet of Hyderabad. We'll see what are the what is the other properties are coming there. And yeah, as I mentioned, when we invest as a group, maybe a single on our individual name, or maybe as a group on a company will invest on these properties and we'll invest into the company. There is a model we are coming up with. And yeah, so other point I want to highlight is in this process, we are scouting all the properties in Hyderabad from the last maybe 1 or 1.5 years. And there are four kind of categories. One is a high risk, high return. Second is a high risk and low return. Third is a low risk and high return. Fourth one is a low risk and low return. First, I will cover the low risk and low return property, what we identified. So here it is in Hafizpeta flyover, next to the DMart. There is Genpact building. Okay, so that is the landlord shares. It's coming at 9,000 per SFT, and the expected rental is around 45 rupees per SFT. After all the cuttings and maintenance, is coming as a 37 or 35 rupees. So yeah, so if you register now, from the next week onwards, you can expect a rental. There is a monthly income. Here, I mean, in all the commercial spaces, the appreciation of the property is the first income or first thing we have to expect. Second thing is an additional resource of income as a rental. Okay. And then high risk and high returns. In Bolaram Road, a big supermall is coming. And there they are quoting 15,000 per SFT and then 200 rupees per as a rent per SFT. Again, there are a lot of pros and cons, and we identified. And then high risk and low returns. All couple chit funds is one of the chit funds. There are couple towers in financial district area. They are coming with a hotel and commercial building spaces in Shamshabad, in Sri Salem Highway. That is the backside of the Shamshabad airport. There also they're quoting like 15,000 for SFT, and then the rentals are high and the rentals are less, and is going to take around maybe 3 to 4 years to complete. So other category is a low risk and high returns. That is what we identified as the hardest property in Kokapet. That is next to the GAR building that we'll see in upcoming slides and upcoming discussions. And yeah, we'll go more about those details. Let me share the brochure first. Why we're interested, that we'll discuss. So this is a grade A commercial office space and Kokapeta next to the financial district or within the financial district in Hyderabad. And yeah, you can see the index, the philosophy and the location overview highlights, and who is their brand ambassador and all. Okay, so the property highlights a grade A commercial office space in 3.5 acres, scalable of 1.6 million SFT, next to the Kokapet Lake, that is the backside of the Kokapet Lake, and well connected to the Nehru Warar and Gachibowli, and it's coming with the 29 floors. And their IGBC is certified and they're following all the norms. That means there's zero waste and more greenery and more eco-friendly kind of atmosphere in a commercial space we can see. And this is the project site. So this is the main road. And then from them, here is the entrance. And here it is the open place. And as per Vastu also it is compatible. You can see, I already shared this brochure in the group, and after the meeting, I will also share it again. Okay, so many schools, hospitals, hotels, commercial spaces, and retail entities are there within 10 minutes drive. And this is the growth pocket. Okay, so this is you see here, this is the ISB Financial District Road. From here, this is the outer ring road, and next to the outer ring road, just cross here, and this is the GAR building. And here, what you see, and this is the location, and this is the Kokapet Lake. And this side, in the right side, in the left side, all the Neopolis, all the upcoming booming area is coming. And coming to the basement floor plan, this is the basement. And the typical floor plan is this one. Say, suppose, as I mentioned earlier, purchasing these commercial spaces maybe is something new for most of us, because we know aware of the purchasing in apartment in high-rise buildings and villas and everything. But nowadays, companies are also offering this kind of commercial spaces. Earlier, only the big tickets or foreign investments or maybe from Dubai or Singapore kind of delegates used to purchase, and then they used to hold. Now the dynamics and requests are changing in the real estate, so people started offering. So like, say I am taking 1,000 SFT, whatever the land you see between these four pillars will be registered on our name, and that is the entry process. If I want to exit, simply as we sell the apartment in any apartment, same like we'll sell everything, sale lead and everything, property tax and everything will be on our name if registered on our individual names. So between these floors is the 1,000 SFT. And per floor, there are like 50 units just like that. And 50,000 SFT is the total area. And specifications, as I mentioned, IGBC green building, a lot of norms they are following, and especially they hired the architectures and everything, and the companies also, I will explain. And the elevation, landscaping, everyone you have a car parking, amenities. So earlier they have did multiple projects, and you see their names here. Okay, so Colliers International is the company where they hired, and this is their deck. So they are specialized into planning, architecture, and maintenance. So this is a Canada-based international company, They help all the business and clients to get the rentals and the maintenance and everything. Okay. They are offering a lot of services. So once the sale purchase happens, the company itself is going to maintain the rentals, and then they're going to collect from the commercial entities, and then they're going to distribute. And the rental agreement and MOU, sale lead, and everything will be, they have already have the template. And, individually, if you go, they make out 7 or maybe they reduce a bit. But when you go as a group, the price will be entirely, we get a decent price. And yeah, so now quickly I will complete the available options. Either we can, if you have more money and I mean, if you have enough ticket money, which is coming around 70 lakhs plus GST plus corpus and all stuff. Yeah, maintenance fee will be there, but it will be like a kind of a one-time corpus and one-time maintenance, and after that, the regular maintenance fee will be there. Plus, like as I mentioned, many gated apartment, gated buildings, gated communities, the general maintenance will be there. After deducting that money and deducting their service fee, they will be distributing the rentals. And that just a general thumb rule, what we get in an apartment, it should be double in the this kind of commercial spaces. GST, okay. I'm just sharing quickly. Okay, one more thing. Okay, if you go for as a EMI model, bank loan, their quoting is a 9,500. If you go with a direct payment, maybe 7,000 they are quoting for SFT, and maybe it may come down. That depends on the number of units we go and we put on the table. So this is the total as per the bank loan. And after that, the corpus, 1.5 lakh, and utility charges, parking charges, that is similar like any apartment. And maintenance charges, this is one time, and documentation. And GST is 18%, that is coming around 120. And if you take 6,600 as a base price, assuming we can make enough decent, and so the down payment is the 5 lakh token amount we have to give within 30 days. Within 1 week, as a completion of booking, we need to pay 19 lakhs as 30%, and within 1 month, we have to pay the remaining amount, and including GST and everything, it may come as a 81. Currently, because of the Kokapet land, I shared the FAQs, and by December 2025, it will be ready. And small units, 1,000 SFT available in 5th floor, and that too because of the appreciation and most of the response, because their team went to the Singapore Realty Expo. That's why we didn't have any interaction with them. Otherwise, the plan is to have a invite for them as well. Yes, once the deal is made, we'll get the sale lead and registration will be done once the 5th floor slab is completed. So before occupying, before possession, the sale registration will be done, and after that, it will be a rental agreement and then we will be registered. Yeah, after this, they're saying big units will be there. That means one floor, 50,000 SFT, and the saleable units are 1/4 of that. That means around 12,500 SFT will be the big units. But all the amenities, there are many amenities. It's just like a commercial A grade space with 29 floors. And I mean, I shared in the group because some people have joined lately in the group. All the details, FAQs, and everything is there. So I'm going to share. Yeah, only 5th floor. No, only small units are there in the 5th floor. After that, we have only 12,500 SFT, big things we have. I mean, big units we have. What is the corporate area? 50,000 SFT is the corporate area per floor. So there is something out of 4 kind of properties. We feel it is a low risk and high return. And there are other properties as well, as I'm mentioning, a Phoenix building, Phoenix commercial property that is also most popular or maybe well established in Hyderabad. how much rent we can expect. As of now, it is coming as a 70,000 per 1,000 units. As of now, in future it may go high. So their plan is either give entire building to one IT company, because that's how they are involving colliers and others, so that they are specialized in getting the tenant and managing the building apartments and everything. So the interior architecture design as well, it is going to be as per the guidelines. And coming to that area, Kokapet, as per the industry experts and other real estate insights, it is going to be another Jubilees or Banjaras, because of the government is creating a lot of infrastructure, the road and amenities and all. Not only from the building side, even government Neopolis, the area where the highest record sale of per unit per acre, it went up to 100 acres, 100 crores. And the other area is a Goodwill, that is also kind of in nearby. Okay. Yeah, fifth floor. I mean, second and third floor are in mortgage, and other floors are already sold. Similar, like initially is a kind of a practice in the real estate. Initially, they open for a pre-launch, and as a group, they will encourage the people to buy. So all the 2 floors got sold within short time as a group purchase. And fifth floor is the last thing as a group purchase. After that, they go as per the loans